In today's video, I'll be showing you one of the fast, simple and straightforward ways I make tomato stew for my family. I'm trying to clear up the stock of meat I've got in my freezer. So I've got hard chicken, more smoked turkey and beef. So these are all what I have left in my freezer and I want to just use them up. So over here I've got soft chicken which I marinated, but I'm not adding it in this stew. It tends to get too soft, but it's your choice if you want to add them inside your tomato stew. So I spiced up the hard chicken and I set it aside. I did same for the beef and I will just let this sit for like 30 minutes, an hour. I'm not starting anytime soon anyway, so but I just want to spice up the meat. So I added the turkey. So this is the only smoked turkey I have. I want to use them up before I get another one. I usually buy smoked turkey in box because we use them mainly for stews and soup. For the soft chicken, we use it mainly for chicken salad, wraps, and maybe jollof rice. It might be tempting to add everything inside a pot and cook together, but you might end up with some meat overcooked or undercooked. So on this day, I cooked the hard chicken and the pomo together and then the beef and the smoked turkey together. The hard chicken and the pomo was ready in 15 to 20 minutes because I used my pressure cooker. If you're using one particular protein, you don't need to worry yourself about all this salting and resalting and different cooking. Anyway, for the tomatoes, I use these chopped tomatoes from Aldi. So when I moved into the UK, I used to buy those salad tomatoes because I never knew tomatoes could exist in a can like this, like chopped tomatoes like this. So I used to buy those salad tomatoes. I'll get a pack of 15, 20 and I use it to make stews until I realized there is something like chopped tomatoes. There's even the plum ones, and ever since that's what I've been using to make my tomato stew. I find it okay. They are not sour. Sometimes I drain it out, then I save those juice for my chicken. Like the soft chicken I showed you guys earlier on, I'm going to use it to steam the chicken. Then the stock, I'm going to use it for jollof rice. So nothing goes to waste and I don't have to overcook the tomato waiting for it. Although sometimes I do that anyway. Yeah, but it saves me time. I still have to use the juice instead of drying it up in the pan. So I've got the pomo here. My husband likes pomo in stew. Sometimes he wants me to add it, so that's why I'm adding everything. He likes meat, so he wants his food busy with orishirishi. So I just cut it into bite size, something easy to scoop with a spoon, and I set it aside. So I also have this roast pointy peppers. Oh my god, the flavor of this, I love adding this to my stew. This particular roasted one, sometimes you can just get from the store. They are fresh ones, you can just roast on your own, but I've got this one for quite some time at my pantry, like inside. I never knew it was even there. I drain it out and then I'll just chop it in bits. It's up to you if you want to blend all these tomatoes and everything, but most of the times I don't even blend them. I use them to cook like that for my stew. For the stew, I'm starting off by adding some oil in the pot and then I'm going to saute some onions and some garlic. I'm trying to be careful with the quantity of oil I add. I know some people like lots of oil in their stew, but I don't really want less oil. I don't want too much oil because I've got the beef frying over there. Normally, I will put it in my air fryer, but at the moment, my air fryer, it's not really okay. It's peeling and I don't want to use it. So I then added the tomato puree. You want to fry this, like fry it, then you see the oil separating a bit. So after that, I'm going to add some kenju seasoning. You guys know I use kenju seasoning for a lot of things, and then I added some seasoning cubes. So next, I'll be adding in the tomatoes. So just as I said, you can blend it up if you're not comfortable with the size of the tomatoes in your stew. But for me, I like it that way, and my kids also like it that way. So I'm adding dried pepper. So this is shumbo. This pepper is not really spicy, but it's hot. And then the second one I added is very, very spicy. That's Scotch bonnet pepper. Fresh pepper would have been the best, but life abroad, we don't always have fresh pepper, and I've not gotten box of fresh pepper. So I added the hard chicken and the smoked turkey because the pomo is well cooked. I want to add the pomo last, so I added it, and then I'm just being careful with the quantity of meat stock I'm adding at this point. You should save that meat stock from your meat because you don't want to throw it away. Who does that? You don't want to use water, so use the meat stock. However, if you don't have meat stock and you just have like leftover meat you want to use to cook stew, you can add stock powder and then water. That's also fine. So I let this cook and boil and everything is ready. Then I added the pomo and that roast pepper for the flavor, and of course the beef. So everything is cooked now. It's already looking delicious. Oh my god, I had to pick that meat and put in my mouth. So you can pair this with burger wheat, rice, spaghetti, yam, potatoes, just name it. You can use it as your pizza spread. Just take a little bit and blend it up and spread it on your pizza. I have a video where I did that when I was making pizza with my kids. Tasty, no more boring sauce. Just use this. Oh my god, it's so nice. So anyway guys, let me know if this is how you cook your tomato stew, what tomato you use to cook, because I know some people are worried about using can, but anyway, let me know how you make your stew. Let me know how you make your stew, if this is your first time seeing a typical Nigerian stew. And yeah, that's all for this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched up to this point, wow, thank you for watching and seeing how I do my thing. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.